Hello everyone and welcome to the city center of Lectoria. We're in our, city, just playing, having fun, exploring the game foundation. So having said that, we're in the process of finishing up this quest last time. All that is left is to wrap up the warehouse, which needs some planks, and we had just recently assigned carpenters to our sawmill that will provide those necessary planks. All right. In addition, we also need to think about putting down a granary, and I think I would love to put it further here, as we are going to extend over this. Our ultimate goal is to put our castle up on the hill, overlooking our little village or our little settlement. So I think it'll be fun. Alright, transporters for the warehouse. We do need some villagers once the time comes. But again, they're still building this. In the meantime, I'm gonna speed things up. It is a very cozy city builder. It's not fast-paced, things take their time. I guess in general you could speed up things by building more initial places for the people to work at and things like this, but then again, you also need to wait for people to join. And here we have 4 more villagers who are willing to join our settlement. Hello everyone. Everyone is welcome. We will need the population. That will allow me to assign another builder. I'm very excited about that. We're also planning to trade planks, so we're gonna assign another person to be a carpenter. We do have still 46 wood. Our wood reserves are kind of running out in this initial parcel that we had, but I think for now we are doing okay. So they're still gonna chop this down and then they're gonna move over to this way. And I'm hoping by then we can buy a chunk of this area here and keep our settlement from growing. All right, now that I've seen some fish earlier, was it last episode? Last episode. I want to check it. There. I saw a fish. Okay, so we do have some fish resources down there, which means later on we can actually build a fishing hut at the beach that will provide our settlers with additional food sources. Alright. Here we go. This is now ready. We're going to assign, I guess, only 2 transporters, and they should store, no, not cloth, they should store planks. I think we're going to store wood. Now you have access to the Royal Book. The Royal Book contains useful information and various features, like the capability to establish trade routes with your neighbors. Okay, I like that, got it. So let's quickly pause. I want to finish this. Also going to assign stone to it so we can store for our building projects. Now let's look into the Royal Book. This is our current population. I'm unable to find a house close to my workplace. So some are a little bit unhappy, but I guess that is okay for now. Trade routes is what we're looking for, and they do suggest we unlock the trade route to trade planks with Northbury. They do wanna sell to them planks for 1 gold a piece, so I think that will be quite nice. There's, I think, a limit of how much you can trade. I forgot how it works specifically, but I'm hoping the game will tell us. So we need 20 planks though to open this trade route, so I guess it is more waiting. In the meantime, we could actually place a few more housing options. Housing area options. Now, one thing to remember is, actually, if I plug this, no, you can't quite see. So, these buildings actually have a negative influence on the quality of the houses. So that is just something to keep in mind. Now I know we're going to move all of this away from here. So for now, I'm just gonna mark this entire area as potential housing spots. As we will move this, we're gonna bend the city around down here which will make this, like I mentioned before, a very awesome spot for a church. Imagine you're in the city center, there's a church here, you overlook the ocean. That sounds great to me. Alright, more villagers are incoming, and we will also accept all of them. We do have a ton of space for housing, and that will also allow us to max out our production buildings. Most of them are apparently already maxed out. So we now have 3 unemployed people, which I think is okay at this point. So let's also look in the royal book. Headaches, resources, villagers, buildings, no budget, logs, no village overview. Oh, like I said, relax and play on my own. Like I mentioned before, we didn't set any specific goals for this playthrough. I'm just gonna keep playing until it's not fun anymore. But how awesome is that they actually just built their own little houses and, you know, they just grow naturally. I love that. I really, really do. I also love that the roads come in very naturally, which is awesome. Enabled. Okay, coin tendency is currently at nothing. I guess because we're still on the tutorial. They're doing a good job at storing everything. We're almost at, or we are at 28 planks. So let's go in here. Let's go into trade and unlock the trading route. So we've done that. Spices of life, start a trade route. Okay, and how do we allow the sale of stuff? Resources maybe. Now that looks kind of good. Planks here. Favorite, stockpile, no. Sell everything above this value. And then we're going to say everything above 15 will be sold to our hopefully very kind neighbors. Oh, what's this? The Manor House. You've made great strides recently. A light-hearted woman recognizes your progress and thanks you on behalf of her folks for your hard work to help manage and enact new mandates. She suggests building a manor house. Alright. Fair enough. Expand your territory. I like that. So I need to expand my territory to grow my village. Now, how do we do... Oh, territory. That would make sense. I want to build the house up here, but we really need this area for the wood industry. So we're gonna purchase this. Common path, tier 2 reached. Alright. Your first monument. Monuments represent the greatness of your village. They're an assemblage of multiple buildings called sub-buildings, each with their own functions. Blah, blah, blah. The first step to making a monument is to choose the initial sub-building you wish to add, then design it as you would for a multi-part building. But don't worry about deciding which sub-building to build first, as you can add as many sub-buildings as you wish and in the edit. That sounds good. Alright. But first, we're going to edit this. And we're going to move it. How do we do that? Undo, clear change, apply change. How do you move a building? It did say you can move it. Oh, here we go. Not entirely sure how I did that, but I will take it. And we are going to move our lumber mill over, maybe just in this corner actually. Rotate it around. Move it a little bit closer to the trees. And then we're going to apply the changes. Alright, the next building we're going to move is the sawmill. Edit building. You edit the building, you click once, and then you're allowed to move. So I'm gonna keep them very close together. Well, not just very close together, directly next to each other. And I'm thinking kind of as close as possible. Let's leave a tiny bit of space so they can actually go from there and immediately put the building in. And apply the changes here as well. And that also means we want to move our warehouse over this way, closer to the place where it is needed. Now, the downside of doing this, it does cost money to do all of that. But I think overall that is going to be okay. So this doesn't seem to have a negative effect on any of my buildings. So I'm just going to place it in the back right here. I think there are plenty of entryways, which will definitely help. I'm going to apply that change. And with that, we're good to go. Now they are still chopping away at the stone, which, fair enough. We do have more villagers incoming. I'm going to accept them immediately. Now we do want to, like I said, wrap around the village in this corner. I also think if we place the church over here, we can place our manor on this side right next to the church. So let's go into the building. How does this work? Food production, research production. Build a manor house that has a great hall. Assign tools to a warehouse. Allow tools to be purchased. But how do I build my manor house? Oh, do I need to unlock it? Manor house, yes. I do need to unlock it. So let's unlock the manor house. New building available. And now we should be able to place it. Monument, here we go. Manor house. Great hall. Oh, that's kind of nice. Alright, I'm gonna slow this down. So they have picked up all the berries here, but there's still more berry bushes down there. So they will keep harvesting all of this. Alright. Manor Hall Minor. Manor Boudoir. I think we're gonna start with a minor manor home. I'm gonna rotate it around like that. Because again, this will be the city center, the church will go in this corner, and we can expand the manor house over there. Now, we thought we were supposed to... Oh, right, we can make it taller. Now that is a little bit of a towering building, but I guess it is a manor house, so it makes sense. So we have this in there. I like the idea of getting like a tower with it. But probably should put that in the back. There we go. And then we need, obviously, a manor entrance. A large one, I guess, because why not? What is this? Oh, interesting. And change the color of things. Oh, let's keep it simple. And for now, we leave it at that. That will cost us 65 planks, 40 stone, and 11 tools. So that sounds good to me, I think. What else do we have? We do have an interaction location that we can put, and we're gonna place it just right there. What else is there? Doors, chimneys. A chimney would be kind of nice. I feel like we would need to... Doesn't quite snap. Oh, here we go. Okay, chimney on top of there as well. And with that, we're definitely done now. Let's not go overboard for now. We can always improve things later on. Okay, so we have set to build the manor house, and our village is coming together. Do I need to reassign stuff. No, all of this has been assigned. All of these are still good as well. There is something that we definitely need to do, is remove all of the wood cutting area that we have so far. And reassign that area basically back here. Alright, now that we have this in, another thing that we should finally build is a forester. A forester camp to plant trees so our wood supply won't disappear. And I think we're just gonna place it directly next into this triangle that we have going on here. So let's put it really close as well. Yep, and then we're just gonna set this to be built. How did I get the view of the bad influence? Oh, here. Alright, so overall, I think this looks fine. Okay, upkeep costs of 1. Oh, more villagers. Yes, please join. We now have 5 unemployed villagers. Makes me think... Oh, what is this? No worker assigned. Perfect. Worker assigned. Question per building zone. Some buildings require a designated zone to operate, which you can organize via the building window. Building window. Okay. Here we go. Ah, main forest area. Alright. We're gonna kind of just make it overlap with our cutting down area for now. And we'll redirect this later on as we need to. There we go. And that's it. Alright, cool. So we now have a forester, which means our wood supply should continue. Now let's have actually a quick look at our trading. Trade route information, volume to upgrade. Quantity of resources bought and sold on this trading route. So we need to buy... No, we don't need to buy. We can upgrade it once we have that production ready, apparently. Alright, there seems to be a lot more trading routes than what they used to be. I think what we do want to move on to is move from planks to polished stone, as we want to make more out of our trading route. And considering we do have this one right here, maybe it's time now to edit it. Can I? Here we go. And then we're moving this right next to this stone deposit. Actually gonna place you right next to the hill as well, so you interfere as little as possible with things. I don't think the negative effect will be an issue for our builder's hut. And in order to, I think I saw this earlier, not in here, there, we can actually unlock a stonemason hut. Pay 50 to do it, so I am going to do it. Alright, now, we do have stonecutter camp here, stonemason hut. And we kind of want to keep it close to our stonecutter camp, just so that the paths are, you know, as short as possible. Make sure they can still enter and leave from everywhere around here. So we're gonna build that. And I think we should also keep an eye on our happiness. There is some that... Is that not stone? Don't tell me this is not stone. This might not be stone. Oh boy. Ooh, who's that? Oh, that's the trader. We have nothing to trade. Quick pause. Trading menu. Where are you? Resources. Resources not available to buy. Fair enough. Sell everything above the value. 0. I want to sell some stuff, so we get at least a little bit of coins in. Did you just walk through? No, right next to their house. Okay. And there are no planks in here, so couldn't actually sell anything. Which makes me think we need more haulers, so I'm gonna maximize this as well. Maybe we did sell some planks. Yeah, I don't think so. Yep, more people welcome. As this comes in, we want to make sure that someone is doing the stonemason thing right away. Oh, mandates. I'm gonna pause for a second. Here's a list of mandates that you or someone else can oversee. Pioneer academic advice. Discuss a levy with your villagers. Promote villagers to higher status. Okay. No need for promotion right now. Right? Nothing really to do here yet. I'm still working on this. It is coming along. I'm also still working on that. Oh, nice. All the resources are in, so we should actually be able to produce this. Need more help. Refer to the help panel at any time for... Okay, fair enough. New building available. What is that? Quick pause. Service. We can build our church. Rustic, thatched, nave. Major and minor. Alright, I'm gonna place it like this. Put it up. Put a minor right next to it. Does that look like a church? That doesn't seem to be looking like a church. How do I delete... Oh, there. Alright. What I think what we can do is... Definitely do. Is place these technically around here. That's something we can also do later. We need a major bell tower. And it goes in the back. Yeah, let's put the major bell tower in the back. Make sure that it is taller. And then for now, humble gate or a thatched gate. Let's put in a thatched gate. And well, as well as either a rustic cross, wooden cross. Rustic statue, interesting. Stone grave, interesting. I kind of want to build this. But where would we place it? Let's place it right here. And I like that it's in a slight angle. With that, we would be done. So size going up, the clergy splendor is going up. Do we have all the resources? We do. Well, some of them we are producing. So let's build it. What is this? Improving monuments. Like normal buildings, by adding sub-buildings, click edit. Okay. Alright. Courier is approaching your village. Yeah. Advice followed. Your villagers don't have anything else to teach you. Please don't leave me. What is this? Ah, there. More advice. Collecting taxes. The villagers were concerned they might not have enough coins to develop a prosperous village. After much deliberation... Oh, I might not have. No, they might not have. They decided to build a tax office and contribute by sharing some of their earnings through house taxes. Everyone should contribute. Build a manor house that has a tax office. How do we get a tax office? I hear the hoof prints. Oh, that's the verdict or messenger that's coming along. Alright, let's wait till he's here. Probably has something for us to do. A message from the kingdom. The kingdom acknowledges your hard work in establishing your settlement. Thank you. I am but a humble servant. 100 gold? Take it. Alright. Now our stone cutter is actually done, so we should store some polished stone as well. Alright, what is next? We do need to get a tax house kind of thing going. How do we do that? What if bailiff's office? Unlocks bailiff's office, which lets you nominate a bailiff. Bailiffs allows you can fulfill various mandates. So I have the manor house. Maybe I need to edit the building. Rooms? No. Chimney? No. Door? No. Add a sub-building. Tax office. Oh, very nice. Okay. Can put in a simple vestibule. I think for now it will be plenty. I don't want it to face this way though. Just like that. It kind of fits in. So we're gonna build that. And hopefully this will allow us to get some taxes. What is this? Advice. Improving lumber camps. Your woodcutters can't keep up with the demand. Exhausted, they plead for more villagers to help. They also suggest recruiting a forester as it would ensure ample forests in the future. We need more wood. Paint a forest zone, reforestation zone. I did that. Acquire lumber camp improvement in the progression menu. Where would that be? Lumber camp improvement here. Okay. Will unlock. Wooden wagon can store up to 10 output resources. Wood depot can store up to 25. Can store up to 25. Decorative part of the monument. Decorative part. Adds 1 to total worker capacity. Adds 1 to total worker capacity. Napping post. Snoring post? Really? Okay. How much is it? 50? You know what? Let's do it. Alright, then we go to our lumber camp. We're gonna click on edit. Woodsman tool rack for waterproof monument decoration. Tool rack, decoration. Snoring post. I guess we're gonna put a snoring post in. They should be allowed to take a nap, to be honest. Alright. Paint a reforestation zone. Oh. There we go. So this is done. We're building the improvement, and then we're gonna assign a woodcutter. A new woodcutter. Alright, so this is coming along. Our entire village is coming along. Let's actually have a quick look. Housing is going down. And yeah, it looks like this is not stone. Which is a bummer. I was really hoping we could like export all of this over here. I guess they are now just walking across the entire thing, which I guess is fine. So anyways, let's expand our residential area. Oh, no, 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 no. We want to leave enough space here. What is this? House. Destroy. Try again. Build a workplace extension. Oh, which means this is done. Maybe it's not done. And I don't know where that came from. Anyways, our city is growing. New villagers are coming in. I am going to end the episode here though. So let me know if you enjoy what you're seeing. Let me know what thoughts you guys have. I hope you're enjoying this. If you're subscribed, awesome. Thank you very much. If not yet, maybe consider doing so. And regardless, I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.